Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Vanzant, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon. You're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all.
What's good, beautiful people? You know where you at, the Man Cave Today Show. That is the new branding for the show. It's the Man Cave Today Show as of 2019. But right now, it's your morning/afternoon show. Salute and blessings. It is Monday. It's Monday. Just getting back from an incredible weekend. We had our 10th year anniversary holiday party / Who Owns the Mic.
Indeed, sir.
At the Zulu Bar, West Orange, New Jersey. Salute, peace and blessings to everybody that came out and rocked out, celebrated with us. What an awesome night, epic night for the BKS1 Radio family. Salute to the whole team, the whole squad. First and foremost, just in case y'all don't know already, to my right, that's the dude that gets a little rude, especially when he's in a bad mood. We call him what? Deacon Woo.
Wu-Tang is for the children, Wakanda forever.
Deacon Woo Woo, you already know. And I am just humbly storming on the general.
And hit it.
Hey, watch out now. Watch out, man. But first and foremost, shout out to everybody that's watching us live right now on YouTube.
Bang.
Salute to everyone that's watching us live right now on Twitter.
Bang.
Periscope.
Bang.
Shout out to everyone that's watching us live on the mother site, WBKS1.com.
Bang, bang.
Shout out to everyone that is listening to us live on what? That TuneIn app.
It is free.
Download that TuneIn app. It's free.
Free.
All the stations from across the world. You can get on the TuneIn app, and guess who's on there? BKS1 Radio. So make sure y'all get that TuneIn app. It goes on your iPhone, your Android. Hopefully all y'all smart enough by now to have Galaxy, Samsung phones. You know.
LG.
Yeah, Android, man.
Android.
Anyway.
All day.
Anyway,
no iPhone.
And shout out, peace and blessings to everyone watching us on the Facebook channel and everything. Salute to you all. Peace and blessings. Let me give some love. Shout out to Rose Martin Mays on the check-in. Shout out to Jamel Carter Supreme on the check-in. DD Graham on the check-in. Shout out to DT. DT said, I had a great time at the Zulu Bar.
What up, baby?
Yes, shout out to good morning, good afternoon, Alicia Mitchell. Yes. Cookies are on deck.
Dig it.
Yes, no doubt. Shout out to Denise Sparrow.
Sparrow.
Jason Edwards. What's up? Fat Lace in the building. See you tonight. I will be on the Beards and Baldhead show being interviewed about my career, my life by Fat Lace on the Beards and Baldhead show tonight. So y'all gonna hear some things tonight, and that comes on at 9 p.m.
Looking forward to that,
Eastern Standard Time. Shout out to B on the check-in. Pierre, what's up, P?
Smooth P. Hey.
And shout out to everybody trickling in, but it was an incredible, incredible Saturday night. No doubt. Shout out to Portia Renee. She's a happy Monday, beautiful people. An apology is a start, but I believe in change behavior. It is possible to move on, but it will definitely be without them. Okay.
Portia's into the topic.
No doubt.
For the introduction.
No doubt.
Respect.
Shout out to Rose too. Rose, it depends on the hurt sometimes. True indeed. Shout out to Lucille on the check-in. Hey, Miss Pearl.
What up?
No doubt. So again, thanks to everyone that came out, man. Shout out to the owner of the Zulu Bar in West Orange, New Jersey. They were great hosts for our event. Shout out to the whole staff there. Just everybody that made it a great night. Everybody that came out. It was beautiful. It was packed. They had the fine chairs. And that's what we're talking about. They came out. The love was there. People supported. The talent was incredible. Phenomenal. Shout out to everybody that got up there and took that mic and they did things. Salute to you all.
You know what, man? I gotta tell you, when people tell you that they appreciate what you do, it's really humbling. When people say, listen, I listen to you guys, I love you guys, you get me through the day, and when they show you that type of love, all joking aside, it's quite humbling. So I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I thank you, I love you, we are all family. Now let's get to the shenanigans.
No doubt. And look, just real quick on the topic, we'll shout out to D-Mac on the check-in. Sandy B, what's up, baby? On the check-in. Let's go into this real quick. So one of the topics we're going to be discussing is accepting an apology and moving on. Is it that easy?
No.
Accepting an apology and moving on. Is it that easy? No, so we're going to discuss that today after we hit y'all with a few things. Shout out to Kishana Hunt. Brown on the check-in. D Sands on the check-in.
What up?
No doubt.
D Sands, what up?
And again, thanks everybody for coming out and rocking out with us at the Zulu Bar. So now, what store we gonna do? We gonna cover something light first, and then hit them with the shebang bang.
All right. You wanna go light first? I can do that.
What we gonna do? You wanna go light, funny, heavy? Where we gonna go
with the roster? What you wanna?
Let's see.
Light.
Yeah, that's light. I
say we go with roster, man.
Yeah, let's hit them with this because this goes into what we're going to be discussing today on the topic on the Man Cave Today show. So we're going to hit y'all with this. What's up, Kiss on the check-in. Now, so again, we're talking about apologies and moving on and forgiveness and all of that. But here's another thing we want to talk about too. A lot of times, when a woman gets a good man, when she gets a good man, she doesn't know how to receive it. Some women don't know how to accept it.
No.
He's just a good man.
You don't know.
Like you ready for the side eye. You meet a man and he's a good man. He's showing you he's a good man. You still giving him the side eye like, I'm waiting for you.
You
to
know
mess up.
these ninjas ain't ish.
Right.
Ain't no good man out here. It's no good
So
man
if you
out
go into a situation like that, what do you expect? You can't go into a situation like that's like me going, because I've been hurt or whatever, or some chick cheated on me or something like that. Every relationship, I'm going in like, I know she had died. I know she had died. I'm never going to trust this girl. I'm never going to trust her because of what I went through before. So when there are a lot of women out there that have been scarred so much that when they get a good man, they don't know how to recognize it. So we're going to run a clip. Now, the clip is kind of humorous, but peep what it's really saying. And I want y'all to tell us what y'all feel this clip is really saying.
There are no good men, sir. None of us are ish. We are all bitter and angry.
All right.
Clap it up.
All right. We're going to run the clip. Here go the clip. Yeah, we getting started. Here go the clip.
Two large oxtail.
We can't afford it to know?
No, man. I'm here to pay for everything, man.
With juice?
Yeah, with juice. I was saying get you the food. And 2 pineapple juice.
May I text the boy and see if he might text me back. I bet it's till tomorrow before you message me.
Yeah, so I'm supposed to get a promotion.
What you try to repair try me?
I try to put you up on the inside of the road so the car them not lick you. Alright? So yeah, I'm supposed to get a promotion and
Look, I'm gonna leave and don't come. I'm not even gonna see him again. Just like the rest of them. Dirty boy.
Babes, I think so. Let's stay the night and cook breakfast in the morning. Know that song.
So you want to stay?
Mm-hmm.
And cook breakfast?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Breakfast in the morning. Mama get 2 large oxtail.
We can't afford it to know?
No, man. I'm here to pay for everything, man.
I'm cracking
That's
up.
you.
I'm cracking up off of this because
That's you, ladies.
yes, that is
No,
y'all
that's
ladies.
you, ladies. No, that's you.
Always with the
No,
guard
that's
up, always on the defensive. Brother was
Him
just
don't
trying
cry.
to do the right thing. There are
Him
some
don't
good men out
cry.
there.
You rusty butt, just like the rest of them. You don't want to rape me? He's like, no, just want you to the cat don't lick you. General. He did a good deed. She was surprised pleasantly. He did another good deed. She was surprised pleasantly. He did yet another good deed. He was surprised.
Yeah.
By the time the third good deed occurs, get a clue. It's a good man. But no.
Yeah.
Always with that guard up, always ready to go in. Don't listen to me though, I'm bitter. I'm angry.
Bruh. But it's sad though. It's sad though. It's like certain women are conditioned that all men are just grimy and no good and don't really care about them and don't have compassion and feelings and all of that, when it's far from the truth. There are a lot of good men out there. You just gotta start making better choices.
I'll buy that for $1.
No doubt. Shout out to Timothy Beverly on the check-in. Tim, what's good, man?
Speaking of good men,
right?
Some of us good men feel like when we treat the young lady nice, and she doesn't treat us so nicely, and then our feelings get a little hurt, and so then we start treating them like their last boyfriend did,
Yeah.
and then we get love.
Yeah, no doubt. Shout out to Rose Martin, man. She said, we are so used to the messy ones. We are used to the messy ones. But why?
To the detriment of those of us who aren't messy. I didn't say we don't have issues. I said we're not messy. Slow your roll, women. Slow your roll.
Well, you not messy, bro?
No, I have issues. But I'm not messy. And all of us have issues. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm not messy, meaning I'm not disloyal.
Right.
I'm not immature. You understand what I'm saying? I got issues. That's a difference, sir.
But you know what? Okay, shout out to Lucia Rose and shout out to Phyllis Woodbury.
I explain myself.
Phyllis, we
brother.
missed you. We missed you on Saturday night.
Yeah, Phyllis was
Pearl,
looking forward to seeing you.
Yes,
Real
yes.
talk. Real talk.
Lucia Rose said, "No, not me. I appreciate a good man. She's just not used to the love of a good man. Bad experience. Some women still have their guard up, thinking there's motives. Yes, absolutely. But see, that's the thing. When you have your guard up too high, you can't really see what's trying to come in and be good for you. You can't put your guard up too high. Sometimes you got to let that guard down. Especially when the brother hasn't given you a reason to even put it up. And you can push somebody away having your guard up too much. You can push a good person away by having your guard up too much.
It's a little hot in here. My collar's on.
Oh, did I hit a bone? Did I hit a bone through all this, bro?
There is bone underneath this fat. Thank you very much. I think that when sisters are accustomed to taking on the male's responsibility and being disappointed, so they're being the man and they're also being disappointed, I don't fault them for keeping their guard up. I really don't. What I fault them is for the fact that when God does answer their prayer, when your heart desire does come, maybe you're gonna, you can nitpick that brother apart. You see what I'm saying? Because you're confusing his issues with messiness. If he's loyal, if he's kind, he's dedicated, right? Think about those things and not just automatically assume that he's exactly like while I understand why women are that way and why men are that way, right? I think that if you truly see potential and if you truly love the person, take a breath, take a step back. Don't be so quick to cut them off and just assume that this brother is just like all the rest of them, stuff like that. Because newsflash, we have egos too. We have feelings too.
Word.
And sometimes when we express our feelings, I don't want to hear me too.
Yeah. No doubt. Just looking at some of the comments. I'm loving the comments in there. Phyllis says she had a 50th to go to. It's all
okay,
good,
respect,
Phyllis.
We'll
Shout out to Day. Day, what's good? Day was in the building.
Respect.
She was in the building. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, bro. When I look at that clip, you know what? I'm gonna be honest because I keep it 100. That used to be me. That dude in that clip.
Oh, you want to take? Okay, I didn't know you was gonna take it there, brother. Go ahead.
It used to
Rock
be
out.
me, but I realized like sometimes people, that you with and that you love, they really don't appreciate good stuff. Like I'm being honest. Like, doing this for you, doing that for you, whatever. People start to, after a while, after just being together for a minute, start taking things for granted. So some of the things that you used to do, like maybe open up the car door and get lunch every day, do this, do that, whatever. Sometimes that it wears off because you feel unappreciated,
Okay.
Or a person don't remind you that they appreciate you sometimes. Whatever. Sometimes, men want to hear that too. Men want to hear that confirmation and that, affirmation and all of that. We want to hear all of this too, bro.
No, Mom, the wheels is turning, bro.
And it's like a lot of women get it twisted. They think we don't care about that stuff like that. They think we so hard to the core, that we so hard inside that we don't need none of that. Yeah, we need that too. If you want us to be that dude that you saw in the clip, it's like we need that too. Sometimes y'all make it hard for us a lot of times. You give us the side eye when there's no reason to give us the side eye. You have all these doubts when there's no reason to doubt and everything. And then you don't know how to reciprocate the affection.
Reciprocate? Did you say so?
And the gestures once we show them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so ladies, testosterone edition today. This is the Man Cave Morning Show. So, in absence of Kiss, we're gonna give you 1,000% testosterone. I've often said on the show that men run on respect and then love, but I need to make a caveat. We run on respect and then appreciation. A lot of times, women don't really understand how our mind works. To wit, good job, baby. I see you, honey. Honey, look. See what I did? No. See what I did? Look. I put gas in the car. You supposed to put gas in the car, boy.
Right.
Honey. Look, honey, look. I vacuum the floor for you. You supposed to vacuum the floor. A lot of times women don't understand that we seek affirmation, right? Because we're real, like, you know, goal oriented. You know, the way we show us appreciation and love is by what we do. So the gift that we get is the appreciation. Why? We don't get the holidays, the 25 cards, the gifts for everything, Mother's Day, after Mother's Day, pre, post, you're pregnant, you're lost. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So for us, that simple affirmation of I see you, some women perceive that as immature, I'm not your mother, boy, bye, don't be a bitch, you supposed to, yada, 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 yada.
Right.
Where if you look at men closely, we do affirm each other. Now, me and Norm, before we say I love, we love each other, we slap each other and we insult one another. That's a man thing too.
Right.
But we also, yo, man, yo, woo, I see you, brother. Yo, Norm, I see you. And I think a lot of times women misconstrue that with weakness or immaturity. Try not affirming your woman. Try not paying your woman attention. Try forgetting her birthday or not expressing how you truly feel or publicly making a display.
Right.
Whereas with us, it's, boy, bye, you supposed to. Grow up. I'm not your mother.
Right, true indeed. Shout out to Dave. Dave said, you're right, because most men won't open up in the end and end up just on some bull when they're afraid to show true feelings.
Because we don't trust.
Timothy Beverly, shout out to Timothy. He said, as long as we continue to let the media and the society dictate to us, our differences will continue to get worse.
Agreed.
True indeed. DT, you need that homegrown love. And women need to accept most men and women come from a sterile bred family that would cherish the essence, company of love. You know, deep there and philosophical. DT. Tim said true woo. No doubt, no doubt. Nah, man, I'm just saying, like, again, you know, you could take a gentleman. I've seen certain women turn a gentleman into a hardcore, cold man that lost his compassion, you know. And,
you're hitting too close to home.
Yeah,
my bone is sticking out of my neck.
I've seen it. It's like you didn't realize what you had in the beginning. Like, he was that dude that you wanted in the beginning, and a lot of your actions, a lot of your ways made him become, you know, something a little different than where he started. And sometimes you can do that, you know, when you don't show appreciation, you know, when you always expecting the worst. You know, when you got your guard up too high, you know, again, when you don't reciprocate the affection he's trying to show you or whatever, you know, it's like you can turn a gentleman into that other guy too. So this is where you got to be careful, and you have to recognize and really start to understand what it is you have. What it is that, you know, God had brought into your presence, you know, because my whole thing is like, you have to start knowing the signs sometimes when you have something good in your life, you know, when he's not there to hurt you. He's there to help grow with you. You know, you have to realize this and recognize this. And some of y'all can push a good man away. That's all I'm saying.
You know, as
keep it in 100.
Oh my God, as a gentleman who did become bitter, right? I have to acknowledge that that's what happened to me. And someone very close to me let me know in no uncertain terms this weekend that, hey, this is what's happened to you, right? So if we're going to talk about this topic, I need to talk about it from my perspective as a gentleman. I became harsh. On the other hand, do you know that there are women that have men that work 2 jobs, don't cheat on them, don't raise their hand, and literally adore them? Now, why would that be? Is it a myth? Does that actually exist? Of course it does. When a man feels heard, valued, and appreciated, we will lay down our lives. One, it's easier for us to lay down our lives than sometimes for us to get that appreciation that we need from you. In other words, if there's a physical threat, oh, this is my wife, I can damn handle it, right? But do my wife really love me? I can't tell, because she really never say nothing except negative stuff that I do. I can't tell because she kind of nagging me all the time. I can't tell because everything out of her mouth is a task, You got to do this. You got to do that. Negative, right? Or dismissing my need, which is I need to be appreciated. Boy, you don't need that. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, man, can I even tell? Just saying, ladies, we are here for you.
No doubt, no doubt.
That number is
yes. We're gonna give you all the phone number. If you want to call in, the phone number is 646-233-1302. You know you're at the Man Cave Today Show. Shout out to everybody on the check-in, and we're basically having a conversation about a clip we ran about just not being able to recognize a good man when you see one, and it was a humorous clip, but it was true. So if you're just joining us, I don't know. I'll be nice. It's a short clip. I'll run a little bit of it again. And then we're going to come back and finish.
Blood fire.
I'm going to get 2 large oxtail.
We can't afford it, you know?
No, man. I'm here to pay for everything, man.
With juice?
Yeah, with juice. I'll say get you the food. And 2 pineapple juice.
May you text the boy and see if he might text me back. I bet it's till tomorrow before you message me.
Yeah, so I'm supposed to get a promotion.
What you try? The repair try rate me?
I try to put it on the inside of the road so the car them not lick you. Alright? So yeah, I'm supposed to get a promotion and
Look, I'm gonna leave and don't come. I'm not even gonna see him again. Just like the rest of them. Dirty boy.
Babes, I think so. Let's stay the night and cook breakfast in the morning. Know that song?
So you want to stay?
And
cook breakfast? Yeah.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna get 2 large oxtail.
We can't afford it, you know?
No.
And get that man a kiss. Stop crying.
Yo, but listen.
Jesus, what more do we gotta do?
Most women don't know what to do with a man like that, bro. Most women today that I'm seeing, they don't know what to expect. You know, and it's funny because I see all this new love, right, with a lot of these youngsters and young kids. and the dudes, these young dudes treat the females so wrong, like just so grimy.
They do.
And talk to them so trashy and disrespectful, whatever like that. And they love it.
This is true.
And they love it.
That's you.
That's the crazy part of it.
Listen.
You get a dude like that in the clip, man, you ready to run all over him and think he got a motive, and why is he being nice to me? Some people just genuinely care about you. Some men just genuinely love you. Some men just genuinely want to be with you. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, yo, stop looking for the okie doke.
I have definitely heard, why do you say you love me so much? As though you can tell a person you love them too much. But again, like I always say, that negative, beat down, bitch, bad, shut the F. Some women love that.
Right.
And I can't figure out why. Just saying.
Right. They say, oh my God, girl, bye. But I've been there.
Right.
Come on now.
Right.
Come on now.
Because listen. He was consistent in his action, and her response was to the contrary of that. What more does he have to do before he goes,
exactly,
this chick is damaged, I got to bounce? Because it's not about what that brother was saying, it's about what he was doing. And every time something popped in her head, she immediately jumped to the negative. Like, oh, this is going to go wrong. And what did he do? He came back with something that was right. But she kept stuck in that particular pattern of thought. That's a patient man.
Yes. Break the chains, women. Break the chains.
Yes, please. This is for you, ladies.
Break the chains. You wanna get in the Nas?
And if y'all say men do it too, you just missed my point. Let's talk about Nas.
All right. So y'all all know the story with Nas and Khalees. Remember when Nas was married to Khalees?
Nas and Khalees separation.
Yeah, Nas and Khalees, they separated.
Divorced.
But Khalees basically said he was emotionally and physically abusive. So they had a crazy type of situation after they did get the divorce, and Nas has been saying, you know, she's been trying to withhold him from seeing his child and everything, and that it's been tumultuous and crazy, and it's been real rocky and whatever. And then he never spoke out about it, so everybody only heard Kaylee's side about the emotional abuse and the physical abuse and everything like that. So Nas actually took to social media and told his side of it, and people are like, wow, you know, and everybody really just wanted to see her side. It was saying like she was getting all this accolades of being a strong woman and she had to endure so much or whatever, and Nas like, what about my side? You know, so I'm trying to find this for you, but when you heard about it, how'd you feel about it?
Oh, the issue is we've heard her side, but what's interesting about this story is Nas publicly went to Twitter or wherever he went, was it Twitter or the Gram, whatever,
right,
and physically wrote out a retort to some of the accusations that his ex-wife had made. Formally to wit, it was just her side. He was completely silent. He never said yay, he never said nay. Now, while I was not in their relationship, while I can't make comment about that, I noticed how she was the one doing all the talking for months and 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 months until finally, I think it's interesting when he finally made a statement, he wrote it down. Right. And now that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the literal clip where you see some of the things that he outlined. I going through tough relationships, going through that bitter phase and stuff like that, it's often hard to keep your peace.
No doubt.
Especially if you're hurt.
So here's the open letter that Nas wrote for everybody else to hear his side about his situation he's going through. And this was kind of deep, y'all, so check this out. Want to know how y'all feel about this. All right, so here go part one of the open letter.
Part one. The price I pay to meet my son. And apologies in advance for the typos as I'm speaking from the heart as a man who has had enough. Today, I got a call from Essence about my ex-wife doing another sad, fictitious story. Nothing surprises me anymore, including this. This is what your life has come to, sis. Exploiting someone's real struggle and pain just to get at me, to get attention, fame, another fight against men. We are human. We are a human family, and we should be better examples for our son. Why is there an issue for me to have time with my son? A son needs his father. So many absentee fathers out here, and here I am being attacked by your accusations simply because I got us in court to help fix this situation. Why did I have to take you to court to see my son? Why? When I win the joint custody, which is a win for both us and our son, it helps with both of our schedules. Why do you feel that's an attack on you? Is it control? Why do you need to have control over my life? Because we're not together? Then why? Is this being rewarded and praised by people who are being taken advantage of by you and your lies? To all separated couples out there who are cordial and co-parent nicely, good for you. I wish that was me. I'm the most chill, cool parent there is. Who has time to argue about what? It's about our little guy. You haven't had to deal with what I've been dealing with. Trust me, I'm a mild-mannered, God-fearing, very fair human being who tries his hardest to please everyone. It's my nature. I've seen this too many times before, and there was times I thought Khalees, my ex-wife, was not this type. This is a type of antics that divide people, and people mistakenly call it strong. Seems I've always had more belief in you than you do for yourself. I instill strength in my daughter, who you were already so jealous and treated poorly. Being jealous and verbally abusive to a little girl.
Wow. And then
in life, you have to work hard to be successful, not try to tear someone down for that's the most coward way. Women are the essence of life. I cherish them. My strength is given to me from my mother. I'm everything she taught me to be. I was raised in a single home by a single woman. I'm a very proud black man. I should not have ignored the signs from your first song and video. I hate you so much right now. But I thought you were beautiful. You came into my life, and at a time I was grieving from my mom's passing. You were a friend. Because of that, I wanted to marry you. And I did. And we had a big lavish wedding. Overall, there was too many good times. I have to say I wasn't the most faithful husband. I was immature. I'm sorry about that. But you bumped your own head, sis.
Damn.
Why do I have to live through a constant divorce? It didn't work out. Life goes on. I'm not coming back to you. You married, and I'm happy for you. And I'm extremely happy, black brother, out there trying to make a difference for my kids and the next generation of young people who see me as a huge inspiration in music, art, business, education, and so on. After 10 years of keeping my silence during a decade of dealing with very hostile behavior and verbal abuse, and even your stepfather holding you back from one of your physical violent attacks on me right outside your house this year while trying to pick up our son while he watched from the window. It was my weekend and you denied me that because your parents were in town. I just went home. This has been my life for my son's entire life. Even our son wonders why you treat me the way you do.
Damn. Damn. Okay. See, when we finally speak back, when we finally talk, when we finally, get it out there, this is how we really feel. Because a lot of times, too, I feel now, sometimes you hold it all in. You're like, you being treated so badly, so wrong, whatever. You just hold it all in, because you out there telling your side, and of course we know there's his side, there's her side, and there's the truth. So this was his truth, what he's been dealing with. So he even admitted, look, I was immature too. I wasn't such a faithful husband. He messed up. He did things. He admitted, his admission was real. But I've heard Kaylee's side, and everything she said, it was like pointing the finger. Everything. You can't be right in every situation, and like just to hear this brother, be humble on the humble. I've met Nas before, cool, down to earth dude, like he said, mild mannered, whatever. But he's being humble. Like, look, I just want to just see my child. I just want us to be able to co-parent without the drama. And a lot of people don't know how to co-parent without the drama, because the drama hurts one person. It hurts the child. So this was deep. I read this letter a few times, bro, and I was like, yo, this is deep.
There are so many moving parts to this, but just like to get my 2 cents in. First, if women only knew how much we really do love, appreciate, and care and miss our children, particularly when we're no longer with the mother of that child, particularly when it was a difficult breakup, particularly when we were being immature, or there was verbal abuse or physical abuse or this or that, and the passion and the make-up sex and all the retard. All of us get older, and what I want to say to women, to the sound of my voice, we certainly talk about the love that we have for our children. We certainly lean on one another, and a lot of times we don't express ourselves because we're just not heard. My mantra is, you are responsible for the condition of your life. If you are married to another person at this point, if it is 10 years later, and no, I was not there, so pump your brake, ladies. But if it's 10 years later, why another story about that? Huh? When you're no longer married to that person, when you're not accepting your response. Okay, here's the thing about these difficult breakups and how I got the title Bitter Jenkins and whatever. This is what I did not understand.
Oh, I call you Thirsty Jenkins.
Thirsty Jenkins. But thirsty.
Women
right?
call you bitter.
Yeah, but women here call me bitter. And why was I bitter? Because I was not able to accept the responsibility for the breakup of my relationship to the mother of my children. I was not able to accept that. Now watch this. Now I have. And I recognize that sister may not see it because she's so used to me not accepting that fact. So maybe in her mind, she still thinks that I'm that way. But on the other hand, ladies, let's talk about emasculating women. Let's talk about women that get verbal. Let's talk about women that get physically hostile. Let's talk about women that call the police and always want to constantly take this drama on because they don't accept the responsibility for the condition of their own life. Khalees, you are responsible for where your life is now. Not Nas, not the divorce, not his infidelity, or nothing like that. And I know it sounds like I'm taking that man's side. I know that's what it sounds like. I saw a man publicly say, I cheated on you. I saw a man publicly say, I was immature. I saw a man publicly say, I was wrong. After 10 years of getting dragged or not saying nothing, you tell me, bruh.
Right.
Now let the ladies call in and say, me too.
Right. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Shout out to everybody on checking. Dave said that's how they were raised. Phyllis said Kaylee seems bitter and scorned. Dave says, yes, stop holding it in. Too much old school machismo out there. That's right. Stop holding it in, bro. Let it out.
Why? So I can get called a biatch.
Real men have feelings, and I commend those that open up. I encourage my sons and daughters to be expressive. Yes, true indeed. Shout out to Alicia Mitchell. She said,
wrong. Programming has a lot to do with men getting a oh so raw deal. There's no more examples of how to reciprocate on how to treat and recognize a good guy. We let social media and other entertainment teach us relationships, among other things. We need more of these platforms so men can express, teach, dropping knowledge on real relationships. Thanks BKS1 for keeping it real. We need more of you guys. If I of long-term marriage can still learn, so can anyone.
True indeed. Let's clap so much. Yeah, man. Let's clap.
Thank you so much. Because you know, it's easy. First of all, thank you for saying that. Second of all, it's easy to say we're attacking. Listen. Be slow to speak, but quick to hear. The point of this show is for women to hear us. Now, do we have women on the show? Of course. Does Kiss our co-host? Exactly, of course. But there are times when you just got to sit and listen.
Right.
So that we can change and grow and love one another.
No doubt. Shout out to Juanita. She said, I believe Nas too. She said he was emotional and verbally abusive, but her action shows that she is the one who's abusive with her controlling ways. True indeed.
Juanita, I wasn't there, but I just from what I see on a hot take, I don't think that Nas was the emotional one. I mean, in that way, I think he's emotional in terms of the love that he shows, but verbally abusive, that's not what I see from just looking out.
Now, Deidre, hey Deidre, how you doing? It was good seeing you this weekend at the holiday party, 10th anniversary. BKS1 Radio. Up? Who owns the mic? Great seeing you. Deidre said she lost a lot with this divorce. Her putting him on blast and attack his character. The hip hop community turned on her, so she kept this attack going to cover her hurt. Okay, hold on. She also said she wanted him to share her hurt, but forgot about the right thing to do. Love yourself and child enough to press forward. Yeah. Listen, the hip hop community attacked Kelis because one, I think the what she wanted for child support was ridiculous, and spousal support and all of that. I think it was some crazy amount. And at the time, Nas wasn't even making nowhere near that.
Right.
You know, so it was kind of hurting him. And if it's hurting him, it's gonna also hurt what he can do for the child and the situation.
Yeah, these accusations are going to prevent him from earning money to give to her.
Right. So when
she didn't take into
account, you got to be careful. You know, in this society, in today's climate, when you call some man, you know, a man that's really not putting his hands on you and really not beating you up or whatever, when you say he's abusive and this and this and that, you got to really choose your words wisely and realize how it can hurt an African American man if he's really not that. Now, if he's abusive and kicking your behind all the time, whatever, and you put it out there, okay, you put it out there, you know, he deserves that, right? But if it really wasn't that way, right, and emotional abuse, when we say somebody's emotionally abusive, that's based really on how you see it, you know, how you see it, how you feel about it, because he could say the same thing. He could be like, you're emotionally abusive too. Look at what you doing. And now, you know, just like Juanita said, like, who's the abusive one now? Her actions right now is abusive. It's abusive to the child. It's abusive to the child, and it's and it's abusive to him, and he's just trying to do the right thing now at this point. So you try, you know, you cut into him just earning the living the way he should when you make these accusations into this Me Too environment that we live in right now. You know, when they ready to strip us from our accolades. They ready to strip all of us that look like me from any accolades or any great things we've done. Right? So this is just, you just fueling the flames right now. You fueling the flames, you know, to this whole climate right now when you do stuff like that.
You say you want a real man. You say you want a man to take authority and handle his business. Okay? Yet we know that these accusations, this world is ready to strip us. This world takes every opportunity to take a black man that's trying to do halfway right down. If this man's abused you, I am sorry for that. And you then left, did you not? Did you not leave and then marry someone else? So if you left, meaning that you took responsibility, this is assuming that the man was abusive because we only hear your side.
Right.
If you now left, took accountability for the part that you played and moved on with your life, now explain the behavior of why you want to continue to tear him down. See, you explain that to me.
See, the thing is you can't tell half truths, you know. A lot of times, you know, when we listen to a lot of the stories and you know, I heard Khalid's side of it, whatever. Not, like I said, there's his story, her story, and the truth, you know. And part of it too, where a lot of people left out and forgot, is that it was exposed. A sex tape was exposed with her and this other rapper. And
wait, let's forget about that.
Yeah, but
you having sex with somebody else.
Her defense was, that was before we got together, right? And then Nas found out something other than that.
No, that it was during.
That it was during.
That yeah.
So this is the stuff we don't talk about. So whatever triggered. So if the decline in his behavior changed after seeing something like that,
yeah.
You know, think about
me seeing you getting slammed by some other joker while you having my kid. How you think I'm supposed to respond?
Let's not leave out that part of the story. When you go on the media and defame, you know, your husband at that time, and defame him by saying he's emotionally and he's physically abusive. What is that? What is that?
Okay, so here's what I know.
Sex tape, bro. Come on, man.
Bro. Here's what I know. I know some women can be verbally abusive and emasculating so much that the brother just snap. You dig what I'm saying? And then you get the physical reaction, but no one ever asks what leads up to that. Okay, that's the first thing. Second thing, the phone lines are open. Ladies, you can call in and give your side. I'm gonna plant a flag for men. Here's what I'm saying. I've definitely been the victim of a woman lying on me, saying things about me that were not true. I've had women go to my family and say stuff about me that that's outland. Like anyone, I'm getting emotional, saying that I was like abusive in a physical way. That shit is so deplorable to me, and it made me so angry, and I had to just stay quiet, because if I showed my anger, the manipulative woman goes, see, look how aggressive he is, look how big he is, look how he's at. I think that if you want to talk about Me Too, I think that liars should be Me Too. I think that once people find out that a woman lied on a man, we should have protests and Me Too to expose the fact that these women, some women, not all, lie on me. It's devastating when your children see you that way, when your job sees you that way.
Absolutely.
When you can't make a living, when you go to jail and they call the police on you, when they may hit you, they may physically, and no one believes us when we say, you know, sometimes women hit us, you know, sometimes women lie on us. So all I can go by is what I see her doing.
Right.
That's all I can do. I can't.
Right.
Man, come on, fam.
Shout out to everybody on the check-in, joining Shahrazad on the check-in. Oh, you owe me $1, by the way, bro, but I'll get that from you later. Shout out to Phyllis Woodbury.
Ooh, I did not want to lose that bet.
Everybody checking in. Shout out to Dorothy Norman Rucker. I want my $1, Will. Don't play with me, man. I need that money.
Yo, Norm.
Papa need a new pair of shoes. Okay.
You ruined my life. How much was it for? $1. $1.
I bet y'all want to know what this is about, right?
It was the Dukes. It was the Dukes. For how much? $1. Moving on.
Got
inside
me,
joke.
Made me
inside
some money
joke.
on the show. All right. Shout out today. They said, love, I had my ex-husband tell his family I stole and sold his grandmother's stuff in my basement, and it was him. Even I confronted
him in front of her.
Even I confronted him in front of her.
Yes.
Tim said I had to slip into my man cave.
Yes.
No doubt. No doubt.
Come with us. It's on the dark side.
Yeah, shout out to everybody on check-in. Let me talk about, we're going to move on. We're going to move on. So,
I cannot believe I lost that bet.
So one of our listeners, money's in my pocket, fam. Non-refundable. All right. So one of our listeners, shout out to Shahrazad Noble,
yes,
on the check-in. She had posted this, and I said, this is very, very interesting, right? She had posted, in relationships, you will have ups and downs, good times and bad, joy and sadness, secrets and exposure. We are all human. Every day will not be slow jams and lovemaking, but it all comes down to this. Is it enough to make you leave? Is it enough to make
Shahrazad Noble
leave?
Bang, 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 bang.
Every day will not be slow jams and lovemaking. I love that part. People, we live in the real world. This is no fantasy.
Ladies.
No movies, no love stories.
Ladies.
No romance book.
Ladies.
No novel, no movie. This is the real world. We have good times. We have bad times. We have good days. We have bad days. There's times the relationship is great. There's time to...
Yes.
And here's the key, though. When you have problems in your relationship, do you love the person enough to want to fix it? Again, when you have problems in your relationship, do you love the person enough to want to fix it? When you're tired and you really want to leave and you really just want to move on, you don't want it no more, you know what you let happen? You allow the relationship to decay. You allow the relationship to worsen. You allow the relationship to just get that cancer. You ain't trying to cure it. All right. To the point to where it's that you feel as though the relationship just going to end itself because you don't have enough heart, you know, and enough courage to just say, I don't want it no more. I don't want it no more. All right. And this is when you get to a point to where you say to yourself, well, I don't love this person. I don't love this person, whatever. So you put up a facade and you hold on to something that you don't want any longer. So when I go back to Shahrazad's post, right? Every day will not be slow jams and lovemaking. All right. When you get married and you get into a committed relationship, you in this for the long run, man. It ain't no dip and dab. Up, we having problems today. I'm out. Up, he's making me mad today. I'm out. Up, she's getting on my nerve today. I'm out. Up, she keeps stinking up the bathroom. Oh, I'm out. Up, this, you know what I'm saying? No. That's not keyword commitment. Somebody Google the word commitment. Get me the definition of commitment. I want somebody to tell me the definition of commitment. All right? I want to hear that from y'all. All right? So, also, she goes on to say, but it all comes down to this. Is it enough to make you leave? Some of y'all are ready to run at the drop of a dime. At the first sign of a damn problem, they're ready to go. Pew.
Yep. Agreed.
That's because you really was invested in the relationship in the first place.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Oh, we're going to talk today.
Thank you, sir.
We're going to talk today.
So it is because you were not.
And we're going to read some of your comments. Go ahead.
You want to read the comments first? Or you want to?
No, go ahead, Will.
It is because you weren't truly invested in a relationship. The worth of the relationship has to be established on the outset. So it takes time to love the person, to learn the person, to see the person. That's why mama and daddy said stop jumping in the bed, stop having sex with people the first person you meet, this, that, and the third. Because if you have established the worth on the relationship during the forefront, then your feelings, which are temporary, will have absolutely no effect on the outcome of the relationship because you have already established that it is worth it and that you are committed. The reason that you are leaving is because you did not take your due diligence to establish the person's worth. Why? Everybody messes up.
Right.
Everybody does stuff to get on each other's nerves. Right? But you didn't establish that worth because you got this fantasy in your head or you're flipping or whatever, or you think that love is simply emotional. You think that love is simply physical, but not a principle that doesn't change and is supposed to be eternal. But you're watching to your TV, you're watching your reality shows, you're listening to your chicken-head girlfriends, you're looking at people like Faking the Funk on Instagram, making you think that they're living a life that they're not. Funny how those people, the next year they got another relationship, and the next year they got another relationship, and the next year, because on the outset there was no worth. You have no stick-to-itiveness.
Right. Let's read some comments. Shout out to everybody on the check-in. Shout out to Juanita. Hey, what's up, Juanita? Shout out to Latanya Smith. Latanya said, forgive, but don't forget. Move on. Forgiveness is for you.
Yes.
True indeed.
Yes.
True indeed. Juanita says, not enough to make me leave. I will storm out, but I'll be back in a few minutes. I work hard on my marriage.
I'm with Juanita.
Shout out to Juanita. Day says, stop putting your relationship on others' table. Nobody coached you on getting together, basically.
Day, what up?
Shout out to Kishana. She said, not always true. Let me clear the air. We've been playing two roles for too long, and it's not a common thing to come across chivalry. Okay.
Well
Walter
said,
Pittman.
Keith.
Peace, my brother.
Well
What's
said.
up? What's good, Walt? Shout out to Phyllis Woodbury. Said commitment. The state of quality of being dedicated to a cause, activity, etc. I'm gonna read that again. Commitment, the state or quality of being dedicated to a cause. Keyword: dedicated to a cause, activity, etc. D. Sands, I already know your faults and adapt, but I am not starting over to deal with someone else's faults and having to readjust. Real talk. That's real talk right there. And there's another comment I wanted to read, but I'll find it. Timothy Beverly said, that's the key. Have the relationships, that's the key. Half the relationships loses value. No doubt. No doubt. And we got to be real about this, man. And it allows you to hear the intent of the other. Okay.
If your relationship is predicated on how you feel at the moment, you're doomed. Because you're going to feel sometimes like you don't want to be in it. The value is not established by the temporary endorphin rush of making love or doing the right thing or being happy or being sad. It's more than that. It has to be principle based. Principles don't change, feelings do.
Still always got to go back to every day will not be slow jams in lovemaking. Damn it, man. Ain't that the truth? And listen. One thing I hate is a lazy spouse, a lazy mate when it comes to making the relationship work and grow and flourish, right? You cannot be lazy in your relationship. All right? And it doesn't mean you're not taking out the trash. It doesn't mean you're not washing the dishes. I ain't talking about that type of lazy. You cannot be lazy on making it work and grow and elevate. You always, it needs, you have to nurture it like anything else, right? You want flowers in your garden, you got to what?
Water it.
You want vegetables in your garden, you got to what?
Feed them.
You want your children to grow and be healthy, you got to what? Nurture them. Right?
Absolutely.
What you got to do to your children? Give them what? Love. Affection. All these types of things. These are the things that make it grow. Relationship is just like anything else.
Oh, my goodness.
You got to put that work in. You got to be willing to put that work in. I sound like Juanita right now to play Final Deceit. You got to. This is the truth, though. You got to be willing to put that work in.
This is such a deep and profitable conversation because you do have to know when to walk away as well. But to wit, I know that unconditional love is real because I experience it with my children. There's nothing that my children can do or say to make me abandon them. Absolutely nothing. But a spouse, now that's another story. Now, what does that say about me? I'm keeping it 100. And what does that say about my spouse? Right?
Yeah.
Because my children go up and down, but I have set forth in my mind and established the fact that these are my children and I'm going to love them. You will go and visit your son in jail. Huh? But because your man didn't bring you flowers, because he was overworked and didn't pay attention to you, you might run to the arms of another man. You see? So on one hand, we are able to, as human beings, really do this unconventional love thing. And on the other hand, we're not. That's something for us all to discuss and think about. God knows I'm stubborn. God knows I'm stuck in my ways. The only thing that I cannot allow is for somebody to be like, to not know that I love them. I got faults, but don't you ever question my love for you. Don't do that. If you see how I love my children, then that means I'm capable of loving. But you want to get that stuff in your head, talking to them chicken head women that you hang around at your job or whatever the case may be, and you get you twisted, and then relationships break apart.
So here's the thing. So we were also talking about, you know, forgiving, and you know, a lot of people don't have the endurance that, you know, like our parents used to have back in the day.
Endurance,
the endurance, the tolerance is low. This is why the divorce rates are so high, whatever like that. Like, look, man, look, you got to take it serious. Once you say, I'm going to commit, I'm going to devote the rest of my life to you. That doesn't mean as soon as we have a few issues, I'm out. You know, you got to take the vows, that ring, which is a symbol. It's just a symbol. That's why when y'all get caught up into this carrot, or I want this carrot ring, I want this type of looking ring, I want this ring, y'all get y'all are dedicated more to the damn wedding than you are to marriage. The wedding and the marriage is two different things. You put more into the damn wedding than you put into your marriage.
So I want you to read the comments, but before you do, here's the key, ladies. Here's the key to winning the heart of a broken man, of a man that's been by himself, of a man that's been dogged over, whatever. Here's the key, all of you women, your humility. The humility of a woman can break the hardest heart of a man. If she takes the risk to show humility, vulnerability, and service to that man, there is nothing that man won't do. That man will stand in front of a firing squad if he sees that you truly are humble, if you're not afraid. But a lot of times, sisters, they're so used to being the man and the woman that they're not willing to take that risk. So ladies, since you have observed the man, since you have done your due diligence, right? Because can't no man do nothing with a woman that don't want to be with him. If a woman sees the potential in a man, right, she has to be willing to be humble, to break apart the harsh bitterness that the man is experiencing when you meet him. If you're not humble, you're not going to be able to break through and get the loyalty and the love and respect that you need. So it necessitates, I'm so sorry, in this particular situation, it goes the other way, but I'm talking about men, women now. It necessitates you putting him first so that he can break it, so that you can break his heart and get in there. Watch what that man does if he feels that way about you. It's your humility.
No doubt. Shout out to D Sands. D Sands said, I've been married 26 years and got married in my living room. We have had our ups and downs, but we don't bring it outside the house.
Big up.
Now, see, that goes back to what we was talking about with Khalees and Nas. If they had issues, certain issues that they had should have never been public.
Yes.
And I don't condone that at all. If you got certain issues and there's problems in your situation, you shouldn't bring it to no one else. You try to do the best thing you can to work it out. Now I can see going to a therapist, a counselor, something like that.
Yeah, of course.
But when you start putting if every problem you go to, right?
It's
and
public.
ladies, hear this when I say this. Every little problem you have, you go talk to your girlfriend about it.
That's the
you
wrong
go talk
person
to your
talk
sister
to.
about it.
Yep.
What is that going to do, right? What is that going to do for the relationship that your spouse has with them or whatever? Because now every time he goes around them, or go out to dinner or a family function with him, everybody's giving him the side eye.
Yep.
Because of a little dispute y'all had yesterday, because you running all your business to people you really shouldn't be running it to. Your girlfriend shouldn't know every move you make with your man or every negative situation that happened with y'all. Because it could fester in, it could cause more problems. I've seen it happen.
And when you have made up with the man, the people that you spilled the tea on, they're bitter toward. They're still giving him the side eye. So with your emotionalism and just running your mouth for the temporary fix of you just want to be satiated and be heard, by you telling them that you've now made up with him, but they're still giving him negative energy, and that's not fair.
No doubt. Let me go back and read a comment. Shout out to Shahrazad Noble, and we actually are discussing one of her posts she put up, and I said this would be a great topic for us to talk about, and I see it is. Shahrazad said, when you're hurting yourself, losing yourself, compromising your morals, etc., that's when it's time to go.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna repeat that. When you're hurting yourself, losing yourself, compromising your morals, etc., that's when it's time to go. All right.
Absolutely.
And then she goes on to say,
we live in a microwave era. We want happily ever after right away, but we forget those fairy tales have hardship and turmoil before we get to the good stuff. Humiliation builds humility. We need the storms to appreciate the sunshine afterwards.
True indeed.
You ain't never lied.
No doubt. And I like how she used the word storms. Storms.
Yeah,
you know,
of course.
Like storm norm.
Yeah.
Send a check. Shout out to D Sands. She said, "You don't know already. You don't know already has their eye out for your man. Oh, they have their eye out already for your man.
Mm-hmm.
They will come after them.
Yes.
Yeah, true. If you running all your business down to them. Shout out to Jay Gray, the Man Cave Morning Show. Is the truth, the therapeutic truth.
Absolutely.
Salute to you, Jay Gray.
Therapy
No
for
doubt.
all of us.
Thanks for therapy for all of us. So now here's the situation, right? And I want y'all to tell me about this because I hear a lot of different things. So another reason why what Shahrazad brought up is so relevant, because we were about to talk about Cardi B real quick, because you know her relationship has been publicly on display, and everything, and you know, like we all know, she supposedly broke up with the baby, her baby's father. What's his name? Offset.
Offset. Yeah,
Offset. So they're not together. Whatever. So he comes out during the show. This happened recently. He comes out and she's trying to work, and she's doing a show. And behind the scenes, this happens. I thought it was beautiful myself, but I don't know if it's enough to fix him cheating and him being out there and the problems they've been having. But
okay,
I'm gonna run the clip. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this. You for your game. I applaud him for his game, for his efforts. That's somebody. Listen, y'all can say what y'all want to about that, but he's making an effort to fix it. Why? Because he cares about the relationship. Most times when a dude don't care no more, when he's done, when there's no feelings invested, he ain't trying to get you back. If y'all have a spout, he ain't trying to put that work in because he don't care no more. He made that effort. He came out with the "Take Me Back" Cardi. You see her face, and she didn't seem too happy about it. But that's a discussion. Hopefully, man, they could work it out, man. Hopefully, they could work it out. But a lot of people takes to social media, and when they saw that, it's like, forget him. He ain't jack. Forget, you don't need him. Blah blah blah. He this, he that, whatever. You don't know what them two are going through. You don't know what them two are dealing with. And again, at least he's showing that she's worth fighting for to him. Now, how many times, ladies, when y'all threw that card out there, like, you know what? I think we need to pause for a while. I think we need a break. But y'all really don't want that break. You walk away, and the dude's like, all right, peace. He ain't calling you no more. He ain't texting you no more. You tried it because he don't think you worth fighting for. Oh, when a man show you that you're worth fighting for, that's that dude right there. That's that dude. 9 times out of 10, that's that dude right there. You better keep him, because most of us, when we really ain't feeling you, we out.
This is a profitable. Wow,
We out.
Woo, you said a lot here. What I will say is I have been in a position where I think we should take a break, and I was like, okay. And then the person got mad because I said, okay. So, you know what, man? If I am for the contrite heart, I am for reconciliation. If those two young people, I think they were married and had kids, if to God be the glory, if they can come back together and fix and mend that union, then that's what I want to see. I am for that 1,000%. On the other hand, I'm of two minds about these things. There's an old song, when a woman's had enough, ain't nothing you can do about it. So I saw the look on her face. I don't know the particulars, but what I will say is that her response, getting online and saying, listen, no matter how I feel about this man or whatever, she told her fans to stop attacking him. And that showed me a sign of maturity, a sign of love, and a sign of wisdom that I gotta say that I'm seeing Cardi mature. I gotta say this is why I'm really not necessarily a proponent of jokers getting married so young. Just 23, 24, 25 years old. You know what I mean? But if General, he obviously cares.
Yes.
I guess she's looking for the change of the behavior, not just for the public display of apology.
No doubt. And you know why I know she cared? Because she came back on social media on her Instagram, man, and because people, once they saw that clip again, they was attacking Offset. They was attacking this guy like, forget him, don't take him back, he did you wrong, this, that, blah, 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 blah. And again, remember, this is the father of her child, and they are married. And again, somebody used the word microwave situations earlier, whatever. We in this microwave society to where it's okay, if I don't like it, I'm getting rid of it. If I don't like it, I'm getting rid of it. You do something wrong, I'm out. There's no more staying power, you know what I'm saying, in relationships and situations. So she gets back on the social media, and Cardi says this in response to people attacking Offset, even though she's not with him.
I see a lot of people bashing me because because I'm defending my baby father. They thinking that I'm gonna getting back together with him. I'm not saying that I'm gonna get back together with him. I just don't like that bashing online thing. Just earlier, you just saw how Pete Davidson was talking about how he don't even want to be on this earth because mad people be coming at him every single day. I wouldn't want my baby father to have that feeling because of millions of people be bashing him every day. That's a nasty feeling, and I wouldn't want that. God could give me and bring me the most perfect, glamorous, fabulous man. That perfect, glamorous, fabulous, perfect man is not going to love my child the same way her father loves my child. So I don't like that bullshit because I know how painful it is when you have millions of people bashing you every single day. I don't like that. And it doesn't make me feel any better, period. So I know I see a lot of people bashing me because because I'm defending my baby father. They thinking that I'm going to get...
Clapping her up for her maturity.
Absolutely.
That's growth right there. That is growth.
Yes. And you know what? Like with Kim Kardashian, I have to keep the same energy. When I see these celebrities out here tripping on a banana peel, acting a fool, and I come down on them, I also have to applaud when they maturely handle the situation. Now, and so far as Offset goes, for him to put his pride, his ego down and humiliate himself or whatever, I see that gesture, and I also see the compassion and the love and the maturity from both of these artists, because I have certainly ripped both of them in times going by for immature behavior. So whether they get together or don't get together, Norm, I love those two beautiful young people being classy instead of an idiot.
No doubt. No doubt. Wow, man. I'm looking at the time. We had a few more stories. We'll cover this one tomorrow. That's going to be deep.
Yes.
That's going to take.
Yes.
We'll cover this tomorrow. I don't even want to touch that right now.
Yes.
I know we got to go. But look, I want to thank everybody for joining us today on the Man Cave Today show. I love y'all comments. Shout out to Shahrazad Noble for just that post, man. That post that just sparked a lot of thought and debate and different opinions and everything. And again, the post says, and I'm gonna read it again before we close out, in relationships you will have ups and downs, good times and bad, joy and sadness, secrets and exposure. We are all human. Every day will not be slow jams and love making, but it all comes down to this: is it enough? to make you leave.
Selah.
No doubt. So you know where you at, Man Cave Today Show. Again, we want to thank everybody for coming out that was able to make it out this Saturday at the 10th anniversary holiday party and Who Owns the Mic open mic. It was epic. It was epic. If you was up in the building, the Zulu Bar, you felt the vibes. A lot of good energy. Amazing talent. Good people overall. We just had fun. We want to thank you for coming out. And it's our 10th anniversary all the way up to the end of this year. So there may be some more surprises on its way. But the next jump off, the next BKS jump off is going to be the the birthday party and Who Owns the Mic. It is my birthday. I will be 21 years old. February 9th. February 9th. Y'all mark it down now. Put it in your calendar now. We're going to do it again. February 9th. It's going to be my official birthday party in BKS1 Radio Who Owns the Mic event. February 9th. It's going down. So y'all mark the date. Hope to
I'll
see
be able to say my
everybody
poem
in
on
the
February
building.
9th.
It's going to be another epic night. We're going to have a lot of fun. So we want to thank y'all for joining us. Remember, this show's never about us.
It's always about you.
Because you are the next best kept secret. Peace and blessings.
We love you. Thank you so
no doubt.
much.
Love y'all.
Thank you so
Peace.
much. Peace.